Whether you've done it before or you're looking to try something new, we have an activity you may want to add to your schedule for these warmer months ahead.
The sport, or as some would say, the art of fly fishing, is one of the great American hobbies, perfect for anyone looking for a quiet and serene escape. And for those in central Pennsylvania, we are blessed that we have all the resources needed for experts and beginners alike. Take Dennis Charney, an expert guide and instructor who loves to cast people into the fly fishing waters.
I love the opportunity to teach. So nothing thrills me more than just seeing the lights go on and seeing somebody get, some positive feedback in their fly fishing, or just have a good experience with it. So I think fly fishing has a lot of long-standing history, and it's great to be a little teeny part of it at some stage in somebody's life. So I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's pretty special.
Rewarding for a man who picked up the sport from his grandfather and is just grateful to pass on his knowledge to those looking to join the family.
The fly fishing community is a small community of folks. So you bump into somebody, you work with somebody, and you may bump into them 2 years down the road. And it does happen where people are very appreciative and they come back and say, that made all the difference in the world and that made the trip so much more enjoyable. I think anytime when we can further our enjoyment in a sport or an activity, it's a good thing. And you do get that with fly fishing, and you do get that from your students that come back on a regular basis.
Making your first back cast may be intimidating, but so can tying your first sucker spawn as well.
First, it's far from rocket science. There's a lot of people who've managed to fly fishing that are no brighter than any of us. So it's not beyond anyone's capabilities. It's not for everyone, but if you get the opportunity to try it, I think there's a good reason for you to try it. I think it is a nice, rewarding activity. And we do a number of different types of classes throughout early in the season, and we do one that's a very 101, a very introductory course that just kind of gives you a flavor of some of the aspects of fly fishing. And you have more advanced classes that are maybe a little more suited to a guy who's been doing it for a while. But it's everything in between. We do classes that are oriented toward the fly tying. We do classes that are geared toward certain types of fly fishing. It really covers the gamut.
Still not ready to pick up the sport? Dennis gives us an abridged version of what you're missing.
First part of it is with fly fishing, it happens in great places. Whether you're on a local trout stream or you're traveling abroad to go to a well-known trout stream, within 40 minutes of downtown State College in a nice campus town, you can be in any number of high-quality trout streams without having to drive very far. So we have those kind of options real nearby, and they are dynamite options. The other part of it is that it's very cerebral. You're part of a system. You're fishing, but you're thinking all the time. You're thinking about where the fish are, the drift, your fly selection. All of these make you a vital part of the system, which I just think is so much more rewarding and more engaging.
Father's Day is a perfect opportunity to pack the car, find a secluded spot, and drift away, all while passing the torch.
Introducing kids to this, fathers introducing it to sons, daughters, I think it's great. I think anytime we can get the kids involved in this, they may not grab a hold of it right away, but you'd like to think that you maybe planted a seed that maybe at some point they want to do it again. And it may happen years down the road. It may happen 2 weeks down the road. But I think any opportunity we can get kids involved and, expand father-son relationships, family relationships on a stream, it's far from a bad thing.